Hi everybody, this is Rosie from momalogs.me, and I'm here with this week's VLogMom question, which is, what are 3 things you wish somebody had told you about being a mom? Point number 1 is do things right when you think of them. For example, I wanted to do this video while the kids were taking a nap in the afternoon. I tried for the last 2 days and it wasn't working. I didn't even get a chance to try it. So here I am at 10 o'clock in the morning with both kids wide awake, and baby number 2 definitely teething and cranky, which is why he's sitting right here with me because he won't let me put him down. Not what I had envisioned, but it just needs to get done. So when things need to get done, try to do them when you can. If you can't, make a list. Make sure that you have a list somewhere easy, handy, on the fridge, by the door, whatever, dry erase board. I have tons of lists. I have notebooks full of lists. I have lists for my blog. Anytime I get an idea, I write it down in there. I have a calendar for my blog and for my life and for the kids that everything goes down in there. I put all of our appointments. It's so much more helpful to try to keep things organized. If it means that you're going to be baking cookies at 1 o'clock in the morning because that's when you thought of it, or that's when you finally get the time to do it, then that's how things are going to work out. And planning and thinking about doing things at a leisurely pace is over, completely over. And if at the end of the day you go to bed and you say that you got one thing done with your list, then that's fantastic. And if you didn't, that's okay too, because that means that you were doing a million other things that were more important. Tip number 2, adding baby number 2 was so much easier than I thought. So much easier. When I was pregnant with this little guy, I was terrified. How am I going to handle my rambunctious 2-year-old little girl who is definitely going through the terrible twos and a new baby? I was really scared. I thought that I had gotten myself in over my head, and I was worried. I mean, I was excited for the baby, but I was worried on how it was all going to work and how it was all going to play out. After he got here, things have been amazing. My daughter's still 2. She still throws tantrums, but it's not nearly as hard as I thought it was. And the best part is that you already have all the experience, so you know how to do things. When the baby has that lovely poop explosion that goes everywhere, not only are you used to it, but you know how to clean it up in seconds flat. I mean, you could break a world record cleaning up poop the second time around because you're just totally used to it. It doesn't faze you. You know what the schedules are. You know how to keep them on schedule, how to put them to sleep, everything. So baby number 2, definitely a lot easier to add into the mix than it was to actually have baby number 1 because there's such a learning curve. And then when you're done with that, then you can think about adding number 3, which we'll find out whenever that happens. Okay, and then my last tip is one for the mamas about body image and personal space. Personal space, as you know it, is completely gone. Completely. That's it. There's no more modesty. There's no modesty in parenting whatsoever. From the OB appointments to the delivery, where you're basically just completely splayed out there. Everybody's seeing, yes, they're all doctors, but it doesn't mean that there's still a part of you that goes, oh God, why is everybody looking at me? Okay? I had all those feelings too, like, I wish I was a little bit more covered, things like that. Once you actually deliver your child and they start getting bigger, the modesty will continue to go further and further away. Whether you're breastfeeding in public, that's fun the first few times until you get used to it. Whether you're just carrying your baby out in public and they decide to pull down your shirt, it's always nice to flash people. It happens, unless you wear a turtleneck all day long. You know, I try to make sure I watch where their hands are going. I'll realize that I'm walking around and he's got his hand down my shirt, and that just looks weird. So I'll pull out his hand. When you're going to the bathroom, they're right there. And not only are they right there, but they want to know everything you're doing. So you have to explain that you're going potty and this and that. It's all there. The other great thing about everything being all out in the open is that you basically have to learn how to love yourself and your body very quickly. I have a daughter. My daughter is 2 years old. And because I want her to have a positive self-body image, I've learned to adopt that for myself. I've got stretch marks all over, and I love it. I embrace them. They're part of me becoming a mom, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I've got, I don't have a flat stomach. I don't have six-pack abs. I've got the little mommy pooch. It's okay. I wear yoga pants all day long anyway, so it's not like I need to zip up jeans. It's okay. I've learned to embrace my flaws. I don't need to have the biggest boobs or the perfect face or the perfect hair or any of this. As long as I look decent and that I've taken care of myself and I know that I'm clean, I'm okay with myself. And I think that that's very important. Before having kids, I would nitpick every little thing. Is my hair the right color? Is this right? Is that right? Now it's just, okay, I'm a mom. I look decent. I look good. I actually think that I look great because of everything that I've done. And I hope that my daughter is able to see that I accept myself for who I am. And as she grows, she will be able to accept herself. And, if she's not a cheerleader, if she's not the popular girl, that's okay. As long as she loves herself for who she is. That's what's important. So those are the 3 things that I wish somebody had told me. That you need to do things when you think about it, or at least keep a very good handy list. Adding baby number 2 is easier than baby number 1 to the family. And body image, learn to love yourself. It'll pay off in the end. There's going to be embarrassing moments. There's no more personal space. And that's it. You just got to go with it. You got to roll with the punches. Another quick tip for the dads. Dads, when you're home and your wife says that she wants to take a shower and it potentially takes, an hour and a half because that's the only alone time that she's maybe gotten, go for it. Just let her take a shower. It's okay. Your wife will love you more for it. Okay? Those are my 3 tips. This is Rosie from mamalogs.me.